Now, this intro is actually recorded after I've, finished the trade, a couple hours after. But the next bit of this video is going to be a live trade analysis on a trade that I caught on EU or USD. I caught a 1 to 4 this around 1-2 o'clock-ish UK time, and yeah, you're gonna see my insights on how I actually think as I'm in a trade, the reasons as to why I entered the trade and the reasons why I exited. And it's probably just going to be some good insight to see how I actually trade Forex rather than just seeing crypto videos. So yeah, hopefully you can gain something from this. If you do, please comment, like, subscribe, do all of that stuff, trying to get my name on the algorithm again. All of these videos are probably going to be deleted in the next 3 months. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy. Subscribe, please. Please subscribe, and yeah, let's get into the next bit of the video. Peace out. Now, looking at EU, sorry, bro. Yeah, looking at EU, I kind of have a bullish bias right now. So this is going to be a live trade video with no camera, but on the daily, we're kind of pushing up. On the daily, we don't look so bullish yet, other than the fact that we still have this liquidation level to take here, these equal highs, and we swept this liquidity here. This liquidity here has been swept. It didn't displace below. And do we have any? Yeah, we're kind of in this weekly imbalance as well here. So this is a nice weekly imbalance. Now, if it's to continue on to the 10 hourly, looking bearish, respecting this imbalance here. Same with the hourly. Now on the hourly, now we've swept this liquidity here. And on top of that, we've now created an inverse fair value gap. And now if I'm to go into like the minute time frame now, which is what I'm really interested in, I ideally want to see. Let me just look on the 15-second time frame quickly. I can only look at the 15-second time frame on this because I pay for it on this and not my other account. But if we're to look at the 15-second time frame, this is still EU. So currently here on the minute on EU, I wanted to see this liquidity sweep here. Now, as we're coming down, let me go back, sorry. As we're coming down, I want to see imbalances be printed. I want to see imbalances be formed. And then I would like to see something like this. Let me just draw it out. So I want to see it either come all the way here and then create an inverse fair value gap. And then I would enter after we break this high here. Not this high because it seems like it's just some ridiculous wick. But ideally, I'd want to see some sort of inverse fair value gap get, created. And then we just push up. And then we create a protected low by sweeping this liquidity. Or it could even be this liquidity. But it doesn't seem like that is happening. It just seems like price wants to just keep on going up and up and up. Until I get a protected high, I'm not entering. Until I get a protected high, I'm not entering. Yeah, that is what I want to see. So let's just wait and see, I guess. So now we've just entered this trade. Why? Because we've taken out this lower liquidity here, printed this new form of protected high here, and yeah, that's it. Previously respected this minute fair value gap, this minute fair value gap here, and we're just really just printing bullish order flow. My exact entry point was, let me just type it in, 3810. 10. This is my exact entry point. Hopefully we can respect this. Looking to respect this fair value up here as well and draw that out. Maybe if we get a displacement below that, you know, it could look negative. But my target for now would be this high here. That's going to be my target. So let's see how this trade plays out, boys. Well, I've decided to come back. Looking at the charts right now, we are deep into profit. I'd want to see if we also push lower. I'd want to see this low get swept and form and respect liquidity. But as of right now, we are sort of respecting this 1 minute order block. Target is still above here. I'm not going to be greedy with this. The price could easily just sweep this liquidity and then push lower. Some may want to be greedy and target above here, but it's important to remain sharp-minded, shall I say. So let's see what happens. Are we going to sweep this liquidity? Or are we going to displace and go lower? No, I'm still not exiting yet because I'm not convinced that this trade is fully over. We are kind of printing some bearish confluences, however, though. Let me just think about it. So we are starting to create this inverse fair value gap. We have two kind of bearish confluences, even though we're still long-term bullish though, which is why I'm still, you know, we do have this 15-minute fair value gap here, which price still could respect. As well as that, we have this 15-minute fair value gap here, which price equally could respect. Nevertheless, on the minute time frame now, what can we see? We can see that price has created an inverse fair value gap to the downside, but it hasn't really happened in a concerning area. If it was happening in a area, you know, of interest, let's say a higher time frame bearish fair value gap, it would be more concerning, but it hasn't really happened in any area of particular interest. And on top of that, we still have this 5-minute fair value gap. 15-minute fair value gap. So I'm not particularly keen to exit. Rather, I'm just keen to observe as to what goes on. Potentially, if I really wanted to be greedy, I could actually go for another entry, you know, which I actually might do maybe. As long as it makes sense and I'm not entering out of greed. Why would I enter? Okay, so cool. We've swept this liquidity now. Let's see what happens. Potentially if we respect this 15-minute fair value gap and if we create a inverse fair value gap here, let's say we close above here, let's check the 15-second time frame. On the 15-second time frame, as long as we close above here, it's 1.382 level. It is a valid, yeah, this level here. As long as we close above here, we are Gucci for this trade, and we are also Gucci for another potential opportunity to enter, as long as we close above there. So if we do, potentially could enter another trade like this. It won't be the greatest ratio, but it will be an additional ratio to this already entered trade. So let's just anticipate this movement and see what happens with the markets. Now you have to remain audacious and confident in your analysis, or else everything will crumble. Now it seems as though we are respecting this imbalance, but nevertheless we have to remain confident. Long term, we are bullish. We are still in this 15-minute area. So until we get signs that, you know, we are disrespecting this area, then we can confidently say, okay, let's exit. Other than that, price is still showing us that we are respecting this area. The 5-minute has just closed in this area. So we have to remain confident, guys. Let's not easily FOMO out, you know. Let's remain sharp and sharp-minded and proceed with the trade. Like I said, if we get this close above here, I will definitely be looking to enter, especially if it's like a close on a 1-minute time frame. Now price is starting to push up a bit, starting to still continue to respect this 15-minute order block. I mean, fair value gap, sorry. And yeah, it's not gonna say it's looking good yet because it's not confirmed yet, but we must remain ordained and we must remain stoic. Nevertheless, whether it goes down, whether it goes up, you must remain stoic. Like I said, I haven't entered the second trade yet. I'm still waiting for confirmation. It could go either way, guys. You just have to remain stoic. And even if we do lose this trade, I probably would want to ideally exit if we don't displace this liquidity. I mean, if we displace this liquidity, sorry, and we don't, you know, just sweep the liquidity. I don't really see price. Matter of fact, I might just move my stop loss to here, you know. Because I feel like if price now pushes below this, this has gone beyond the point of it being a protected low. And we're actually just bearish. So I'm going to take a reduced loss, which is perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Trading is a losing and a winning game. As long as you maintain your psychology, there's no issue. Alright, so boom, I'm in the trade. We are in this trade now, guys. I've moved all my stop losses to here now. So yeah. I'm going to put it on my actual entry point. Where's my entry point? Entry point is 875. Literally just one pip above. I'm in this trade now, guys. Stop loss is exactly here as well. I'm still going to target, even though it's like a 1 to 2. I'm still going to target here. And yeah, what's my reasonings for entering this trade? So cool. It seems like we're respecting this 15-minute area. On the 5-minute as well. Seems good. And on the 1-minute now, we have created this inverse fair value gap here. And yeah. Now we're pushing above. The only thing I don't like, even though it is pushing up, I don't really like how, let's see if it's done it or not. Yeah, I don't really like how we haven't had any downside yet for this 15-minute candle. You know, I like it when it creates a nice downwards wick and then pushes up. So I'm thinking it may still come down. It's literally doing it as I said that. But yeah, we may still just come down. And on top of that, we do have this fair value gap here that has just been printed. So it may just come down. Sorry, it looks like there's a lot on the screen right now, but there is. But hopefully you guys can keep up. But yeah, we may just come down to this fair value gap here. As long as we respect it, we are Gucci. This inverse, previous inverse did just get tapped into, but I feel like this will get broken. I'm not gonna say I know, but I think this will get broken. And yeah, this is also an inverse fair value gap. So I'm just gonna try and change it so you guys don't mix everything up. And this fair value gap here, this one, is what we are currently reacting to, reacting to. So look, it's literally done what I wanted it to do. It's created that last like, how do I explain it? It's just created that downside push before you go up. On top of that, it's touched a 1 minute fair value gap. And as long as we respect it, I do see this trade going up and up. So let's just continue to see how it plays out. No, I'm still not that scared, even though it is printing some pretty harsh moves right now. I'm not scared because this 5 minute has just opened and the 1 minute just about closed in this fair value gap. So I feel like we're probably just trying to take out some liquidity right now, whether it's this liquidity here. And then we're going to just push up and eventually take out this liquidity and take out this liquidity. So let's just see how it plays out, guys. Remember, this is our protected low. We might have just formed a new protected low if this plays out. But if it doesn't, then we might be cooked, guys. But nevertheless, even if we lose, our psychology has to stay strong. And remember that we've risked effectively. Now we might just sweep this liquidity and then push up. To be honest, we have closed above here, but this is going to be my last 5 minute candle. If this 5 minute candle closes bearish, guys, fortunately we're going to have to exit this trade even if it's end loss. But yeah, the only thing that we're kind of holding right now is this sort of like 5 minute area here, and the fact that this is now the new protected low. Like I said, if we close bullish, then that will change the bias, but as of right now, look, it hasn't even created a downside to this candle. So as of right now, it's not really the best of trades. But yeah, if we close bullish with this 5 minute, then it could be better. If not, I'm exiting. Now guys, we have just got the candle that I was kind of looking for. This is why it's very important to stay strong psychologically, guys. You see how I easily could have just FOMO'd out. So now it's printed what I wanted. And the thing I like about this candle is that we haven't created that upside momentum yet. So it just showed that there's a lot of potential, and we just came straight down, tapped into this inverse fair value gap now here. So guys, this is why it's very important to just stay strong psychologically, because I feel like a lot of people in that scenario would have just FOMO'd out when they saw that it was in the red. You know, you have to operate as if like you're a robot, guys. Literally operate as if you're a robot. Because if I did not do that, I easily could have FOMO'd out. Now, I'm not saying that this is a winning trade yet. I'm just saying that it's very, very important to stay objective, not subjective to your buys. Nevertheless, so cool. We've printed out ideally what I wanted. Now let's see what's going on the 1 minute. not much. I'm still gonna keep this high as where my stop loss will be. As ideally, I wanted to see. Let me get rid of all these fair value gaps because I feel like it's just confusion and accumulation and just bare. I'm gonna leave this one actually, but yeah, let's see what happens, guys. If this 2 minute closes with a gap, we might create a 2 minute fair value gap. We kind of have this 2 minute order block here that we might respect. So yeah, but I do like how that 5 minute has closed. I'm really happy with that. Whether or not that went against me, I wouldn't be that bothered. Why? Because you know I've risked effectively, even if I took a loss, even with price. Even with this new trade, I've managed my risk effectively considering that I've reduced half of what this trade was. So, you just have to remain robust, guys, psychologically strong. And now this is the reward of it. And even if I lost, the reward of being I've risked what I was willing to lose. You must remain ordained and stoic, guys. Now let's see how this trade plays out. Let's see how it plays out. I'm still targeting above here, by the way. Could we go potentially higher here? Yes. Am I going to be that greedy? No. Most definitely not. I'm going to take out my trade here and then hopefully tomorrow. And considering the time as well, it's currently 3 p.m. UK time. I don't think the markets are going to have that much volume to push it all the way up here. I'm not saying it couldn't. I'm just saying if history repeats itself, that does not tend to happen. I feel like most the markets can do is come and take this liquidity here and mass manipulate it down and then respect this imbalance here. But let's continue to see what happens, guys. Now, guys, looks like we're about to hit our take profit potentially. It's not confirmed yet, but it's looking kind of good. Still have to remain stoic. Still have to remain optimistic, but it is looking kind of good. If I'm being brutally honest with myself. So looking at this trade currently, I've drawn out this 2 minute. Is it a 1 minute as well? 2 minute/1 minute fair value gap that we could potentially come down to. If we hit our take profit before then it's kind of irrelevant. But if we do get to hit before we hit the take profit, then I would want to see how, we react to this area. Oh, it's also a 5 minute. I'm going to draw out as the 5 minute, but we might not even get to it before we hit take profit. But I'm just going to draw out this fair value gap / imbalance here and see how it plays out. Are we going to hit it before it and then push up? Or are we just going to displace below it? We'll see. Now it seems as though we've tapped into it, guys. We are currently tapping into it. Let's see how it plays out because I don't really like how we've just swept this liquidity and now we are pushing down. I don't really like that, if I'm being honest. But nevertheless, we are within this 5 minute fair value gap and it still could push price back up and continue this bullish order flow that we're in. More than likely it will. But yeah, let's see how it plays out. as long as we get a strong close above this 1 minute fair value gap here, we should be Gucci. Oops, I've just realized. Wait, is there a 1 minute fair value gap? Oh yeah, there is. Yeah, as long as we close above here, even though we kind of have, as long as the next couple candles close above here, we should be calm. Should be calm. If we get a strong displacement below here, however, I would look to exit this trade. Potentially. I'd want to see a liquidity sweep of this. Or I'd want to see this be displaced above and create a nice inverse fair value gap. The only way I would exit this trade now is if we what's the word? Is if we displace below here. Let's see how this trade plays out. It's currently going above. Could we still come down? I think this candle or the next candle might be it. But yeah. Looks like we're about to take profit, boys. Are we gonna hit? Yep, and we have been filled. And that's, guys, is how, oh my God, that was a beautiful trade. I'm happy I recorded this. Because it just shows your psychology, how it can be tested, you know, all of that stuff. And it just shows you guys, you have to remain diligent and objective, not subjective when it comes to trading. Hopefully this gets a lot of engagement. Hopefully you've learned something from this. And yeah, I'm gonna post proof on the screen that I was actually in the trade because I took a picture of it on my DX trade on my phone. And yeah, I'm just gonna show proof on the screen. Don't know when it's gonna appear, but it will appear. Show proof that I was in the trade, you know. This won't just, you know, some sort of gimmicks. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that video and you gained some sort of insight on it. But yeah. Thank you for watching, guys, and peace out.